Hello guys, in today's lesson, we will be discussing about fraction comparison. When you are comparing two fractions and you want to know which one is bigger or which one is smaller. So now let's consider this one that you see at the board, 1 over 5 and 3 over 20. Which one is bigger? When looking at it, some people might say, oh no, 1 over 5 is bigger. Oh no, 3 over 20 is bigger. No, that is not it. The actual method of doing this is this. Number one thing is that you look at the two fractions. So you have to find the LCM. Now, we've not talked about LCM, but don't worry. In the next 2 to 3 classes, next 2 to 3 topics rather, we should be discussing LCM. But for now, in this kind of situation where you are comparing two fractions, you need to find a means of equating their denominators such that you think critically of the one that has the lowest denominator and find a whole number to multiply it such that the denominator will be equal to the denominator of the highest one. I don't know if you are getting me. In this kind of situation, what you will do is that you will look at the two fractions. You will now consider their denominators. Which one has the bigger denominator and which one has the smaller denominator. So you now take the one with the smaller denominator. Now, then look for a whole number. That fraction with the smaller denominator, look for a whole number that you can multiply with that smaller denominator fraction with its denominator so that the value of that smaller numerator will be equal to the bigger denominator, and that you are done. Now let's do for it. Now here we are having two fractions, so to say. The first one is 1 over 5 and the second one is 3 over 20. Now here this 20 is bigger than this 5, right? So what I have to do is that, remember the previous topic that we did, equivalent fraction. The equivalent, what are the equivalent of this 1 over 5? The equivalent of 1 over 5 can be 2, 1 times 2, 2, over 5 times 2, 10, that is over 10. Or 1 times 3, 3, 3 times 5, 15, which is 3 over 15. Or 1 times 4, 4, 5 times 4, 20, 4 over 20. So that is 1. If you don't go with that, you just say that this is 20, this is 5. Now, the number that you can multiply with 5 to give you 20 is what? Is 4. So then you now say is equals to 1 over 5 times 4 over 4. So, and this one is still here, 3 over 20. Then, which is equals to 1 over 5 times over 5. 1 times 4, 4 whole over 5. Then, this one, 20, is still here, 3 over 20. Now, if you want to compare the two now, which one is bigger? 5 times 4 is 20. Look at it. So, there is one 4 over 20 and there is one 3 over 20. Which one is bigger? This is just how you look at it. They give you 20 naira. Out of 20 naira, you have to pick two persons. You say you take 4, you take 3. Who took the biggest value? This. So this 4 over 20 is bigger than 3 over 20. So it's the same thing as saying, because this 4 over 20 is the same thing as 1 over 5. You now say, therefore, 1 over 5 is greater than 3 over 20. Because 1 over 5 is the same thing as 4 over 20. So 1 over 5 is greater than 4 over 20. So when we are doing comparison, what we'll be using are the logic symbols, logical operators: greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to, less than, and equal to. For now, are you with me? So 1 over 5 is greater than 3 over 20. I hope this one is clear. So let us look at another case. This is one case. As for the second case, let's compare 2 over make it. Consider this one 2 all over 6 and 3 over 30 and 5 over 30. Now look at it. We are considering 2 fractions again. This is 2 over 6 and this one is 5 over 30. Which one is bigger? Which one is bigger? Now, when looking at it now, what number can we multiply by 6 to give us 30 so that we can get this? We can multiply the numerator and denominator of this one that is smaller to be equated to have the same denominator as this. So if you look at it now, when you go to 6 times table, 6 times 1, 6, 6 times 2, 12, 6 times 3, 18, 6 times 4, 24, 6 times 5, 30. Definitely we must multiply this 6 by 5. So it will now be 2 over 6 times 5 over 5 and 5 over 30, right? Then 2 times 5, 10 over 30 and 5 over 30. This is what we see. So now, therefore, since we have 10 over 30 and 5 over 30 now that we are comparing, so therefore, which one is bigger? Good. 10 over 30 is bigger. Therefore, 10, 10 over 30 is same thing as 2 over 6, Abi. So therefore, we now say 2 over 6 is greater than 5 over 30. This is the final answer. So when I say compare the following fraction, which one is bigger? This is how it is being done. Alright? So, and that is all for now. Now, let's use another, look at it critically. Look at it. Don't be mistaken that why didn't I put this 10 over 30 again? That I now go back to where I'm coming from. What makes us reach is that we first of all try to see which value we can actually equate this one to make sure that we have the same denominator. It's because we've not done the LCM, that is why I have to use this small simpler method. So this thing is called LCM, finding the LCM. So if you look at the two fractions, when you look at that two fraction, which fraction has the biggest denominator? Okay, this one. And now this one is the smallest denominator. You now look for a whole number that you can multiply with this smaller one to give us this same 30. So since we have a whole number that we can multiply it to give us this 30, definitely it is 5, have you? Now see that 5, it will now multiply the numerator and the denominator together. Not only the denominator, it will multiply the numerator and the denominator of this smaller one. So we now say 2 times 5, 10, 6 times 5, 30. And this one again, we are comparing it with. Good. Now, based on this now, 10 out of 30 and 5 out of 30, which one is bigger? 10 out of 30. No, this one. Because this one is same thing as this. Now come back to say, okay, 2 over 6 is greater than 5 over 30. Quite easily done. Now, let's do another one in terms of shapes. Compare this fraction. Which one is bigger? Let's compare this fraction and see which one is bigger. Which one is bigger? This fraction now, you can see. And someone, oh my god, very poor. Someone with this type of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, now, this one is this. This is, in this shape now, this is what? 1 over 4, right? We are comparing 1 over 4. And here, we are comparing 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 over 8. Hello. We are comparing 1 over 4 and 3 over 8. Now, based on this now, when looking at it, which one is bigger? Which one is smaller? So here is 1 out of 4. Abi, here is 3 out of 8. Now, if you are to judge it by looking at it, you know that this one now, I have 8. It's like saying this one now, we should multiply this one by 2 again. If you multiply this one by 2, this one will be, you know, the number that we can multiply this for to give us 8 is 2. The number that we can use to multiply this for to give us 8 is what? Is 2. So if we times this one also to be 2, that is to say, if we include 1, if we turn this into 2, say here is 2. This one. So definitely only 2 were shaded here, but here 3 are shaded. What we did is that we make this one also to become 8, just as we did before. So instead of 4, we now take 1 y again, we still dash it into 2. So by looking at it, now only 2 here was shaded, but here 1, 2, 3 was shaded. So which one is not the bigger? Definitely this one. So this one now, 1 over 4 is the same thing as what? 2 all over 8. How is it 2 over 8? You know, I told you that you look at for these two, which one is the smallest? So this one is smallest. Then what number will you multiply this one to give you 8? That is 2. So if you now say 1 over 4 times 2 over 2 times 2 over 2, that will give you 2 over 8. The same thing. Can you see? 2 out of 8. And here 3 over 8. Then 2 over 8 is what? Is less than 3 over 8. 2 over 8 is less than 3 over 8. So this is how it is being done. Now, in your comment section, let me know. I want to give you an exercise to do. So which one is bigger? 2 over 8. 1 2 over 6, 2 over 6 over 18. So which one is bigger? 2 over 6 and 6 over 18. Tell me which one is bigger. Compare these two fractions. 2 over 6 and 6 over 18. Which one is bigger? And that is the end of our class today. Please, if you enjoyed this class, please make sure you give this a thumbs up and share it. Then don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching and bye.